This is Dr. John Wycoff with another edition of Pathway to Wellness, a podcast that will help empower you to get on that path to improved health and wellness and maybe do it more naturally. That's what I'm about, and that's what we're about at Wycoff Wellness, and this is what Pathway to Wellness podcast is about, helping you get on the path to better health and wellness naturally. You know, modern medicine has really lost its way in terms of helping empower patients who have symptoms or disease to get better and take control of that problem. They just prescribe medications or order more tests or send you to more doctors. No one really takes time to listen to your complaints, help you understand why it is you're sick, find the root cause of your problems. That's what we do at Wycoff Wellness. You know, if you find the root cause, you can pretty easily figure out how to get you better. So finding the root cause or causes, whether it's a food sensitivity, an allergy, a genetic methylation problem, a hormone imbalance, a suboptimal level of something, it's imperative if you want to take charge of your health and wellness. So a big component of keeping you healthy or getting you healthy are things that you choose to do. And one of the things that we recommend frequently and that I do every day is I take certain supplements. And I get a lot of questions, how do I know if I'm on a good supplement? It's a great question. We're going to talk about that specific problem or specific question today. What is a good supplement, how to find it, and we've entitled today's podcast, The Metagenics Difference. So Metagenics is a company that makes a variety of supplements, nutrients. Metagenics is typically distributed through practitioners. It's not something you're going to find at your health food store or at Costco or Meijer or anyone else, because that's not the model they've chosen. They really have chosen products that you can go to a practitioner, an MD, a DO, a chiropractor, naturopath, and can have them recommend which supplement or supplements they feel are best. Well, why do I think Metagenics is better? Well, I've researched supplements from early in my career, and I have been so impressed with Metagenics as a company and their commitment to evidence-based, high-quality, and transparent nutritional solutions. They are the only company, bar none, that have made this commitment, in my opinion. There are some other good companies out there, and we'll talk maybe briefly about some of them, because Metagenics isn't the end-all for every supplement that you may need. But for the majority of supplements, multivitamins, fish oil, vitamin D, things for blood sugar, adrenal glands, stress, sleep, you're going to be well served by using any of Metagenics supplements. So Metagenics focuses on scientific research, rigorous testing, and practitioner partnerships to develop functional medicine solutions and products. It emphasizes quality through in-house development and testing, independent validation of raw materials, and small batch manufacturing, and then testing of the final product by multiple independent sources. And you might say, well, Dr. Wycoff, that all sounds good. How do you know that? Well, I went to Gig Harbor, Washington a few years ago as a guest of Metagenics, an invited guest, and actually saw their production facility up close and personal. And believe me, it is impressive. So most nutrients start out with a raw material, a plant, even prescriptions. It's a plant-based product. Aspirin is from bark of a willow tree. Everything starts out using in some plant form a raw material. So Metagenics purchases raw materials from producers, farmers that they trust, manufacturers they trust. So when the ingredients first come into Metagenics, they're tested. Right at that point, they're tested before they go further, before you pass go. The products are tested to be sure that they meet their standard of quality, purity, and are going to end up in a quality end product for the consumer. Oftentimes, they will not accept a product or they'll send it back. And sometimes they will even take products off the market that are great products because they cannot consistently obtain the products that they, quality of product that they need, the product raw material. So I've seen them do this. We had a product in the past, the folic acid, that was just a tremendously successful product. They lost their ability to outsource the raw material manufacturer. They could not replace it. Instead of producing an inferior product that I'm sure was $1 million revenue producer for them, they just pulled the product. Profit didn't matter. So let's look at some of the reasons that Metagenics is different. First, scientific formulation and research. Metagenics invests heavily in research and development with a dedicated in-house team developing and testing every formula. They employ physicians. They have 4 or 5 doctors and a number of allied health professionals, and they run a health clinic at Gig Harbor where patients come in with problems. They put them on supplements for their problem. They may put them on medications too, but they test the appropriate supplements and they follow them. They test and retest, and then they gather data and they publish. No other company that I know of goes to that extreme of actually testing their products on real people and getting the results that are tested with data and then publishing it. So this focus on evidence-based supplements tailored to specific health needs using bioidentical or bioavailable plant-based nutrients results in tremendous improvement in health and wellness. Their products are designed to support various health agents, including gut health, brain health, hormone imbalance. So if you are taking a Metagenics product, you're going to get a clean product. There's going to be no gluten in it. There's going to be no artificial fillers in it. It's going to be a natural supplement, plant-based, and it's going to have been tested to assure that it is a quality product. We'll talk about quality testing in a minute. But I want to talk more about their commitment to research. So many companies that make nutraceuticals have a research and development budget. It's a typically measured as a percentage of their total sales. A company in the industry average may do anywhere from 3 to 5% of their research sales will go back into R&D, research and development. Metagenics runs at about 17%. It's about 3 or 4 times the industry average. So right away, they are spending a significant amount of revenue on testing and formulating and researching their products. One of the other Metagenics differences, if you ever come to our office or go on our website at wycoffwellness.com and click Shop Now, and you can go to the website, you can see their products. Almost all Metagenics products are found in glass bottles that are amber color. And people say, well, that's such an old school thing. Everything's gone to plastic. Well, you're right. Plastic bottles that hold your supplements are cheaper. They weigh less, so they cost less to ship. Metagenics doesn't care. They want you to get the highest quality nutrient available, so they still use amber glass bottles. Not because they do them because, one, they're just better. You know, plastic will outgas when it's shipped in a hot truck. The chemicals that make up the plastic bottle will get into that tablet or that capsule. Metagenics doesn't want there to be any chance that will happen. So their commitment to quality goes down to the bottling of the product. They've not succumbed to profit by using inexpensive plastic bottles and reduce their shipping costs. They still use glass bottles, amber colored, to prevent the sun from affecting the product or sunlight, and get those products to the practitioners. Also, some of our products must be refrigerated. Things like our probiotics, those come in tightly packed refrigerated cartons, overnight shipped to our office from refrigeration units at Gig Harbor. So the probiotics are natural live bacteria. If they ever get heated, they're going to die. So you can almost be sure if you're buying a probiotic off the shelf, it got heated somewhere along the way. Wherever it was made, it may have been live when they put it into the capsule, but they put those capsules into boxes into shipping trucks or trains. Well, they weren't air cooled or temperature cooled. Those probiotics all died during shipping. Metagenics ensures that they get to us, where we put them promptly into our refrigerator and give them to you so that they will maintain potency. So Metagenics is also committed to quality assurance and testing. They use 178 raw materials. They go through rigorous in-house testing to ensure purity, potency, efficacy. They conduct over 48,000 tests. That's 48,000 tests annually to ensure consistency, purity, and safety of each batch of product produced, so that you know you're getting a product that's going to have the bioavailability that you need to optimize the results you're getting. Their commitment to quality extends to sourcing premium raw materials and adhering to pharmaceutical grade standards. So what that means is that they're testing their products at the same level or above the same level that any pharmaceutical company in today's world is doing. Really speaks highly of the commitment that Metagenics has to the product they deliver. Transparency and trust are big issues with Metagenics. They emphasize this on their labeling, where they have transparent labeling, ensuring that what's on the label is exactly what's in the bottle. If you want product information, it's either available on their website, or you can contact Gig Harbor and one of their representatives will talk with you about the product. They're committed to non-GMO products, gluten-free products, and plant-based vegetarian products. They manufacture in smaller batches to maintain product integrity and consistency. This is part of the Metagenics difference that makes Metagenics part of your pathway to wellness. They partner with practitioners in personalized healthcare. They provide educational seminars to all of us that we can attend online, regional seminars, some that are open, some that are used around the United States that people come to each and every year. So Metagenics partners with healthcare practitioners to provide science-based nutritional solutions tailored to your individual needs. No other manufacturer does that. They offer a range of products designed to support various lifestyles, including those who have specific dietary restrictions. So Metagenics not only talks the talk, they walk the walk. Their focus on personalized health aligns with the principles of functional medicine, functional nutrition, which is what we really emphasize at Wycoff Wellness, aiming to impact how genes express themselves through nutrition. And this is something I really have just begun to understand after being in this world for nearly 25 years, is the genetic expression of disease. We call that epigenetics. And that really means if you have a genetic predisposition to a health problem, a methylation problem, it may not express if you're on the right diet or the right supplements. So you may avoid any risk of breast cancer or anxiety or bipolar disease or any other diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, if you can keep that gene from expressing itself. And we do that with education to you as to what diet, what lifestyle changes, and then maybe most importantly, taking the right supplements. Find out the supplements you need to supplement your deficiencies, not just taking a supplement because you want to supplement. Metagenics is a globally certified B Corporation, meaning high standards for ethical and environmental practices. They focus on sustainability through their sourced nutrients and through the supplements that they produce. So there's a lot of reasons that Metagenics is different, and that's why we've been proud to partner with Metagenics. The big issue we see is that Metagenics products work. You know, you're not going to be taking a product, and let's talk maybe just about Metagenics fish oil. You know, all the fish oil is basically the same no matter who puts their label on it, and it really is made in one of two areas, in Alaska or Norway. Most of the fish is caught in South America, in Chile, and the fish are caught, and the fish meat is kept where it's caught, but the skin with the oil is pressed. The oil comes out, they put it in a big tanker, they ship the tanker to Alaska or to Norway. There, the processing of the fish oil begins, and really what you want is a fish oil that doesn't have all the toxins and impurities in it. It has to be filtered multiple times to do that. All of the toxins that the fish consume in the ocean are going to be in the fat. That's where toxins go. That's where toxins go in your body. That's why when you detox, oftentimes you get sick because all the toxins come out of your fat and you have to get rid of them or you get sicker. So we don't want to put more toxins in your body, so we get a high quality pure fish oil. So what it really comes down to is the company, all the companies who sell fish oil, whether it's Costco, Sam's Club, Meijer, Metagenics, they contact Norway or Alaska supplier and say we need, 1 million bottles of fish oil with our label on it. And they just determine how much they want to spend. If they don't care how pure it is, they can get a relatively impure product that's maybe been filtered 2 or 3 times. A lot of the stuff taken out, but there's still maybe heavy metals or chemicals in, and they can get that for, a quarter a pill. A better quality product that's gone through 6, 7, 8 filtrations is going to be more expensive. Maybe it's going to be 50 cents, 75 cents a pill, a capsule. So you really have to decide, how much is your health worth? How much do you want? How much are you willing to spend to improve your health and wellness? In my opinion, I want to take the best product that I can. I always tell patients that the most expensive product you'll ever take is the product that does you no good or that causes harm. And believe me, you can take products that cause harm. So find a practitioner who understands supplements. They don't have to sell them. Have them direct you to a site where you can get them. There are other great companies out there, Nordic Naturals, Orthomolecular, make solid products. And we partner with them for certain products that Metagenics just doesn't carry or chosen not to carry. But in general, the Metagenics Difference with their breakthrough science, their innovative products, their unsurpassed quality, the patient education that you can get from your practitioners can help you with things like reversing diabetes, metabolic syndrome, cardiovascular disease, inflammatory bowel disease, fibromyalgia. Metagenics is a leader in the development and clinical application of medical foods. They actually are the only product manufacturer that can call their products medical foods. These are powders that are mixed into a shake that can be used as a meal replacement. There's not one other company that the FDA allows to use that word medical food. Metagenics has 15 medical food formulas that complement lifestyle medicine recommendations for a safer, clinically effective approach to some of the most common health problems like diabetes, leaky gut syndrome, cardiovascular disease, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, leaky gut, allergy. And you can have those medical foods and other supplements tailored to your lifestyle medical program. So, again, you've got to find a practitioner like me who does functional medicine. I encourage you to listen to our podcast on the difference between functional medicine and conventional medicine. We want to empower you to take charge of your health and get you on that pathway to health and wellness. So I hope you keep listening to our podcast. We have many more upcoming. We have several that are available right now that you can find and listen to on whoever you listen to your podcast. You can find other podcasts that I have. You can also reach us. We're easy to get a hold of. You can get on our website at www.wycoffwellness.com, wycoffwellness.com. You can stop by our office. We're open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday. We're in East Lansing, Michigan, just on the edge of the Michigan State campus, 1226 Michigan Avenue. If you're familiar with East Lansing, we're 4 blocks west of the Harrison Roadhouse. We're just a couple blocks east of Frandor, and just a couple blocks off of 127 and 496, about 1.5 miles east of Sparrow Hospital. You can also call us at 517-333-7270, 333-7270, or 800-471-0255. My staff is knowledgeable. We do training sessions each week and periodic seminars and such. So they oftentimes can get you on that path to improving your health and wellness. You don't have to be a patient to purchase supplements at our office or through our online store. You can just stop in. We offer discounts on multiple products, and you can also order any products at wycoffwellness.com. You don't, as I said, you do not have to be a patient. You can get products for you, your loved ones, your children. We have products for kids. We have products for adults. We make one of the greatest prenatal supplement packs. If you have someone who is pregnant or thinking about getting pregnant, one of my passions with nutrients has been the ability to impact a newborn and put them on a different path. I have 4 grandchildren. I'm very proud of them. And they're exceptional, of course, because they're my grandchildren, but overall they're exceptional because their mothers all came to me and asked me, what should I take before I get pregnant? We're going to do a whole segment podcast on prenatal health and wellness. But one of the simple things that we have are these wellness packs. And we have a wellness pack for men, for women, and for pregnancy. They have all the nutrients you need in one little pack. You take 1 packet a day. And there are so many nutrients in the packet for mothers that will allow their child to be healthy. And I really think that you can probably add 10 to 15 IQ points by taking Metagenics prenatal wellness packets to your newborn. You'll be healthier. Your baby's health will be better. One of my entry levels into this world 25 years ago was at a Metagenics seminar where a number of the participants were reps from around the rural country, representatives who called on doctors. They were oftentimes young people, oftentimes in childbearing age. Many had their kids with them during a little meet and greet reception. And I was amazed by how healthy these children looked. I talked to the reps and I said, what do? Your children are beautiful. They have beautiful hair, beautiful nails. They're alert. They're engaged. They're smiling. And they said, well, Dr. Wycoff, to be a Metagenics rep, you can't just talk the talk. You have to walk the walk. You've got to take prenatal essentials. You've got to take extra vitamin D3. You've got to take all the things that you're going to learn about at the seminar. So I took that information, researched it, went back to my practice. At that point in time, I was doing a huge amount of obstetrics and put my mothers on prenatal packets from Metagenics, and the results were just outstanding. It was so stark that if you went to the nursery where all the newborn babies were born, all wrapped up in their isolettes, you can almost pick out which babies were Dr. Wycoff babies. That's what we called them, Dr. Wycoff babies, because they looked different than the other babies. They looked different than the kids I had delivered for the previous 10 years when I started appropriate supplementation. So there's something to be said for this, and learn more about it. Find someone to guide you. If we can help you at Wycoff Wellness, give us a call. Check out our website at wycoffwellness.com and get on that pathway to wellness. Until next time, we wish you nothing but great health. Thank you.
The information provided in this podcast is meant to be informative and educational only. It is not intended to be specific medical advice. Dr. Wycoff suggests you discuss any of this information with your personal medical practitioner before beginning or changing any form of treatment.